that this thing can still go back. Or the reason it may not go back is that it have once got. And this is the best VIP strategy any forex trader can use, and the person will start cashing out immediately. Now, I started this journey few months ago. I followed this particular trend, and to be sure of what I have. Now, in this video, I'm going to show you what I did and how I was able to see the move of the candle that has helped me to start building up in what we'll see today as success in Forex. My name is GDFX, and I hope that every one of you who have been following me in one way or the other, our channel has been a blessing to you. So all I request from you is that you subscribe to our channel, and please make sure you give our videos thumbs up so that you'll be notified anytime, any day, so that whenever we drop a video, you'll be the first to know. All right, so let's go down to the business of the day. Now, when you see this thing, I marked out something here. I placed something at this very place. I placed something at this very place here. I marked here, and I also marked at this place. In fact, this is one of the things I showed to some of my students in a mentorship class. So as they are watching it now, some of them will be saying, so you came to this place with what you showed us secretly. No, I did not do that. Rather, as I want you people to succeed, you know what that means. As I want you people to succeed, I also want my followers to succeed. So but the difference is that what you'll be grabbing inside is different, is more deeper than what they'll be seeing here. Now, in our class, I draw this trend, this particular place here. So when I marked it, some of them did not understand what I was doing, because it did not sound so familiar to what they already know. So I draw this trend and I placed it somewhere here. Look at it. I marked it and I told them that even though that this market is moving to this very direction, that there is no need for them to panic. Rather, they should pay attention to the move of the market. So that yesterday, the market paid attention to what we predicted, and many of them who paid great attention, they never made a mistake, because I told them that all through yesterday the market would be going up and down, up and down. So this is what was the outcome of the market yesterday. Now, as my follower, as my subscriber, as someone who believes in the method which GDFX used to trade, what can I do to save myself from losses? What can I do to see opportunities and make entries? Now, I am going to show you this without adding any indicator. Please listen, and listen very good. Now, if you have $20, $50, $100, this method will help you to fish out some of the things that will help you. Now, when you go to your day trend like this, to all of you who know how to plot a candle trend line, please plot your trend line like I have mine here. When you do that, that is to see the nature of the market from the higher time frame. Then come down a little bit to 4 hours time frame. Then check the candle that is trending for the day. When you check the candle that is trending for the day, now ask yourself, actually, is this market an uptrend or a downtrend? I know that some of us, where we are mostly confused is when we see a market in a higher time frame. For example, when you watch a market in the higher time frame, sometimes the market is in uptrend, sometimes the market is in uptrend like this. Then when you come back to somewhere like 15 minutes time frame, then you notice that the market is in this very direction. So it's a little bit confusing, making it difficult for people to take a decision in the market. But if you are someone who have undergone training in the forex world, you will notice that that is not an issue. It's not an issue, because one bullish candle in 15 minutes can, 3 or 4 bullish candle in 15 minutes can be just a candle in 1 hour. It simply means that in the 30 minutes time, in bullish in 1 hour time frame, that this market has been moving up in a particular direction. Let me show you what I'm saying. Like we'll have this very thing now. If you go to 5-15 minutes, you will see that this market will be pointing to this particular direction. So you don't take decision based on what you are seeing from that very angle, but rather you should pay attention to what the market is doing in the higher time frame. As simple as this, it will help you to clarify some issues. Now, if you want to place trade, what do I need to do to have access to the market and come out successfully? Now, listen to this. One of the things you should need to do is, let's assume you have $20. Remember that analysis of a person that have $2,000 cannot be the same with a person who have $20, because when you have $20, your analysis is just to see something in the high time frame, then step down to the lowest time frame. And somebody asked me a question: what is the perfect zoom level for one to use and place a trade? Please, there is no perfect zoom level. All zoom levels work in, all zoom level correspond to each other. If you check a zoom level, the only people that pay much attention to zoom level are those who maybe new traders, or some of the people who, I don't really know how to put it, maybe when they have a target of if you touch this here, you enter, if you touch this here. But when you are a kind of a trader that knows what he's doing, you know that you need all the zoom levels to be sure of what the market is doing. For example, now when I zoom out like this, I have seen actually the type of candle this market represents. Now, when I zoom out completely like this, it has helped me to see the key zones. Actually, what the candles look like, where it once stopped, how it goes, and all those things, which if I use the number 4 zoom, which will not help me to see all those things. But once I zoom it out, it has now helped me to see what market did in the past. So when you place a horizontal line like this, something like this, when you place horizontal line like this, you now zoom out. When you zoom out like this, it's now easier for you to see where these things now stopped and where it is resting. So when you are catching a spike, for example, in one minute time frame, you will now see that this thing is approaching in a particular key zone. For example, when this market is getting to this point, there is a higher probability that it will step a little bit down than before going up again. Likewise, at this very spot where it is now, there is a probability that it may step back a little bit and come back. What is the reason? The reason is that here the market push back and here the market push back, except the momentum of sellers is very strong. When the momentum of sellers is strong, there is a higher possibility that it will go up without pushing back. Then how do you know that the momentum of this thing is very strong? Then you have to go and check on your 1 hour time frame and see what the market is doing. So from here now, since this market is consolidating in a particular way, which means that this market can get more closer and push back, or from here it can push back to get to this particular zone, or using this line here, let me touch it, or using this very line here as their resistance zone. Do you get that now? So since this market is pushing, and when you check the candle here, you notice that this candle have pushed for once and get back. So when you are doing anything you are doing in your 1 minute time frame or 5 minutes time frame, you should consider the nature of the candle in this thing. Like I showed you now, there is a possibility that this thing can still go back, or the reason it may not go back is that it have once got that this thing can still go back, or the reason it may not go back is that it have once got, can you see it now? Can you see it? So if someone is catching a spike, all those things are very simple for one to know. If someone is catching a spike, there is a possibility that when you read the market and know what the market is doing, there are things you should not struggle to get. So the reason I said that this thing can go back is very simple. One of them is that in this candle, this thing is pushing up. just listen to this voice again and you understand what I said, and you can do the same thing, and without adding 2000 indicators, all these parameters and all the rest of them, you can know what the market is doing. Then you add up indicators and use it to clarify the trend of the market. Then you'll be sure of what you are doing. So this thing have pushed like this. So since this market is consolidating, I'm telling you my base. I was saying that this market may push back. Since this thing has been consolidating, so in this zone, you will not say that this market is a bearish market. You will not say it's a bullish market. It have pushed once and now it's pushing like this. So since it is pushing like this, then and this same zone does not signify bearish move or bullish movements, momentum. All of them are in a particular zone. The only business you have is to see if there is any opportunity within the 1 hour time frame to take 5 minutes or 10 minutes if that is the case. Now, and as this thing is like this now, when you go to your 1 minute time frame, you'll be careful because, or 5 minutes time, you'll be careful because each of these zones will show a sign, because it shows that this market you are seeing now is consolidating. Now, if you are someone who used to catch a spike, as this thing is pushing now, it have crossed here, it may not cross here. These are very simple things you should know. Why? Because the higher time frame is showing an opportunity. Remember that I show you something, that this market now, remember that I was the one that drew this particular rectangle here. Look at this one. I show you that this thing can keep push to, it can push to get to this point, or here. This is the 2 area zone that this market can get to, then start reversing back like this. Then what is the breakout strategy here? The breakout is when it gets to this point and break out and return to this point and come back. That is the breakout. Then here it can, listen, I'm showing you something that can help you if you want to be successful in forex trading. These things is a VIP, something that it will get here, possibly come back a little bit, then go to this point, then get here, come back here and move. This is the candle to trade. As simple as that. But many people will not have that patience. Rather, they will just feel like as long as in as much as this market is moving up, it's an opportunity for them to enter. So what is there for you not to understand? Is there anything confusing in what I just said now? Is there anything? So just use this method. I know what I'm telling you, but if you want to enjoy it more deeper, you can enroll into mentorship class and grab this whole thing by yourself. I'm telling you honest truth. You cannot be losing money the way you do when you have a mentor. You cannot. Then but there are some people who enroll into mentorship that are not yet making profit less than. Some people will enroll into a mentorship class and want the mentor to teach them what they want to know, not what the mentor knows. So when the mentor is talking, it looks as if that the mentor is inferior and the mentor don't have enough knowledge because they think that they know enough. And I must tell you the gospel truth, as long as forex is concerned, please listen. Stop being a theoretical forex trader. Be a practical trader. You can read all the book. You can read all the books. If you go to Play Store, there is a lot of forex something there. You can do and go through them from now till tomorrow. Enter life account. That is where we are waiting for you. Enter life account. Go and see what the market is doing, because the person that did that thing did the last update in 2005, and we are talking about the latest update in 2024, possibly 2025, 2026, possibly 2030. So 2030, 2022, 2026, 2020. Come on. And you are reading stuff that give a balance of the market in 2025. In 2005. So that thing will give you a basic knowledge, but when it comes to reality, you must work in line with the current trend. Otherwise, you will be forced out of the market. And don't be deceived by some of the success you see online. I've said this thing before. Have you seen this thing? It have touched that place. Look at it. It have touched that line. Look at it. Look at this one. This one is the target here. It have touched that line. Look at it. Someone asked me, why is it that you don't normally put some of the trade, you don't trade online? Somebody said, come online and trade so that we'll know that you are a good trader. Please, I'm not maybe forcing myself to be approved by many. This is one thing you should know, because each time I am trading, I trade in my privacy. And some of the reasons some people online are not doing well is that when they see people trade, they don't really know what they are doing in the secret. So when they see some of these suspects in the Forex, in the YouTube, they now want to kill themselves, believing that they should be trading like that person. So when they try it, you discover that the more you try to become what that person, the more you try to become, the more you are losing. So you want to be the person, which you can never be. The reason is that the person, some of us never explain to you people the real deal behind what we are doing. Then when someone is saying it, it looks as if the person is lying, because the nature of what you are seeing and what he's saying is not corresponded. That's just the simple truth. I know attack I'm receiving because I am like a stumbling block to them. I am like a challenge to them, because when they flip accounts, when they do some of those things online, and some people will give them accounts to manage all these things, I'm not saying this because I'm good. No, nobody's good. But I need to save, especially some of our African brothers. I need to save them because some of them borrow money online, borrow from their businesses, and enter Forex thinking that from there they will solve their problem, only for them to see that they are now in a serious mess. What a nonsense. So just go through this video and see what at least I have evidence here. Go through it and pay attention. You will discover that you will never lose out in this Forex, as always. Now, if you want to help yourself, pay for mentorship and learn. You will not make a mistake as you used to do before. GDFX, I love you.